off to the races.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? I'm Josh.
And I'm Kate.
And what the fuck are we doing here?
Josh has no idea what this video is about. Have you ever heard of the world of digital horse racing? So I got into this.
This is the thing that you're into.
I'm not into it. I've just learnt about it recently.
Okay.
Because of my good friends, like I know.
Your mates?
My mates, Hamish and Andy, right? We all know that I'm like obsessed with Hamish and Andy. I've been obsessed with them for years, like followed them since they were like nobodies on the radio to now.
Thought it was cool before anybody else.
Yep.
You're the Hamish and Andy hipster.
That's me. On the podcast, they started talking about wanting to get into like crypto.
You tell me about weird ideas that they have and weird things that they do. Digital coin, but it's not worth any money.
Yeah, they have a Hamish and Andy like coin. They attribute Bitcoin value to them, but it's not real. They have a lot of things like this where they've come up with these big ideas that actually mean nothing, and people love it. I love it. I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
Have you heard of NFTs?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so can you explain to me what NFT is?
You don't know what an NFT is?
I sort of know what it is, but I find it difficult to understand.
It's either a piece of digital art or a video or a bit of content. So you own a piece of content and that content is worth whatever the market justifies that content to be worth. So it's basically like a digital currency. But only you own something. A specific thing.
Yeah, you're owning a specific thing, right?
It's attributed to you. It's better than coin because it can't be stolen by anybody or copied or anything like that.
Yeah, and you can't, like another thing with Hamish and Andy, they actually own some Bitcoin, but they cannot get it.
Because they don't know what their digital wallet password. Yeah, like 5 million people,
right? Yeah. So this kind of thing, you own it, you can't really lose it. In the world of NFTs now, you can own a digital horse. People love gambling. They're known to, yes. Now you can digitally gamble, but in this world where you own these horses that attributed to you, right? They knew nothing about this, right? So they're coming from knowing nothing about this. They've gotten all these people on board who are like experts in this field. There's people that make a lot of money off this shit. But there's people that specifically are into this. So it's called Zed Running.
Okay.
Zed Run is the website, and it's Digital Horse Racing. So there's people that they specialize in this, and they own stables, they train horses, sell horses. And to buy horses, you have to buy them with crypto. And it's kind of funny because they just trusted some guy who like emailed the podcast and was like, oh, I'm an expert in this Zed racing and crypto and stuff. They spent $10,000 or something, and they were going to use all of their Ethereum to buy digital horses.
But for them, 10 grand is like not a lot of money.
No, it's not really.
They're not poor.
They're pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
And people are loving this whole thing that they're doing because it's fun to follow someone on this journey when they don't know anything as well. They're just like two fucking idiot Australian guys.
So you loved them.
I love you guys.
But you're fucking stupid.
Ooh, that's nice. I thought this was a very apt, like, horse racing drink. They got this guy to buy them some horses with Ethereum.
We're getting the whole story today. I'm excited because I know nothing.
Well, I'm telling you the story.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to talk about.
It's taking a while though. No, I'm joking.
It's taking a fucking board. Obviously, the horses have different attributes. Some horses are better than others and stuff, right? You can get a Genesis horse, which is like one of the original horses. Mm-hmm. And then you can breed horses, like breed 2 different horses that are good to get better horses.
So the horses have like ranks, and based on those ranks is whether or not they're gonna win?
Yeah.
Or it's just the probability of them winning goes up.
They have like...
Based on how good they are.
They have like code in them, I guess.
Just code.
Just
code.
And yeah, they have different ranks. So like...
Code.
Yeah, obviously,
code.
You're more likely to win a race if you have like... I think that you can get Genesis horses that are like 1 to 10 and 1 is like the best. And you can't just like go out there and buy it whenever you want, right? You have to go into these things called drops where you get a time and then everyone goes there and you have to like quickly try and buy a horse as quickly as you can. Or you can buy them like on the secondary market. So there's like a secondary market for really good horses. Horses are sold for like tens of thousands of dollars, US dollars. So it's pretty lucrative market.
This is, if you get in on the ground floor of anything that takes off even a little bit.
100%.
But that's what all of crypto is about.
Yeah.
You can have shitcoin, which is like fake crypto.
Yeah, right.
Because the thing about crypto is that it has a value because it's scarce. But shitcoin is just invented. So there's nothing that stops it from existing.
It makes me so confused when I think about these
So
things.
basically they're just like, they're never going to make you any money. Well, they're never going to make you any money in the long term, but that's not the point. The point is that you invest a lot of your money in shitcoin when it's worth like 0.01 of a cent.
Yeah. Even if it goes up a little bit.
Yeah, and then you make money, but you have to be able to still sell it. Someone has to still want to buy it.
I don't have that kind of brain. Like, I can't risk things like that. Because I'm not... I know we're doing this whole video about gambling. I'm not a gambler myself. I don't like the feeling of it.
I don't really approve of gambling in general. This kind
of isn't gambling because you're just racing them and winning money, but you're not actually like putting bets down.
But then where's the money coming from?
I don't know, people buying and selling horses.
Then how do they...
No, sorry, you have to put money in to go into races. So that's where the money comes from.
So you are betting on your own horse.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
The only way I can see
It's in the code.
The only way I can see this happening is that the better that your horse is, based on like what you've done for it or a bunch of other bullshit made up stuff.
It's fun.
Gives it a higher number rank, and based on that numerical rank, will give you a better ratio percent chances of winning, and then there's like a theoretical dice roll to see whether you win. Betting that your horse has a better ratio than the other people's.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot behind it. Obviously, like, setting this up from scratch would be like a fuck around. And they're just going to be adding things as they go. Like, at the moment, it's quite basic. Like, at the moment, you can't really train your horses properly. You don't have to like feed them and things like that, but they're going to start bringing those kind of things in.
Right.
And then I think they also eventually want to have like VR where you can see your horses like in real time, like in real life. To be honest, this is a better alternative than real horse racing.
I wouldn't say it's not, but it still has the same negative effect on like people.
Yeah, 100%.
And if it gets to the point that you're talking about, it's not going to be as lucrative as it is now. So you are going to be scraping and scrapping for those cents.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to be lucrative at all. For anybody who starts. So it's just going to be the people who are in it now who are going to make any money out of it.
Eventually, it's not going to be very lucrative. Hamish and Andy have bought this horse, but Hamish and Andy haven't watched their horse race yet.
Have they won any money yet?
Yes. In one of the training races, they did win a little bit of money. It wasn't a lot. It was like $30 or something because they came second.
But you win it in crypto?
I think so.
Does this have its own version of crypto money that you win?
I'm not sure. I mean, the prize pool is in USD, but I'm sure you don't just get $536 into your account. Yeah. On the podcast, they're like, right, we're going to do a race this weekend, and we want our listeners to come and watch it with us, right? We didn't really know when it was going to be. They just said Saturday, and we'll tell you around midday what time this race is going to be. So their trainer went and got them into a race. And that's what we're seeing on the screen here. So they're in the Rio de Janeiro Premio. I don't know, I guess it's in Brazil. 1,400 meter race. But these are all the horses that are in the race. This is Hamish and Andy's horse, Thunder Castle.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can see here, Hamish and Andy stable. This is, I was talking about the Genesis horses before.
Yeah.
Z9. Yeah, so theirs is a Z5 horse, which is quite good, I think.
Are we going to be actually watching a horse race, or is it going to be like, the race starts and then it's over?
So they've got a friend who does, like, calls at the actual...
Of course they do, yeah.
At the actual, like, Cup, Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
So he watched it and did, like, a proper horse race call over it. So I'm assuming we actually see... Because he was saying, like, this one's in first, this one's in... I think you actually see, like, actual digital horses, like, racing. We're going to see... Like, I've never seen it. We're going to see it together live for the first time. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what it's going to be like. So what do you think? Any thoughts?
Even now, like, I only heard about it today, but it sounds like you need 10 grand to make any money.
Yeah.
Doing it. At least 10 grand.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. And then that depends on, like, what crypto you buy and how it goes between the minute that you buy the crypto and the minute you go to buy a horse, because it could be worth fucking dirt by the time you go there in the 5-minute transition. Yeah. Yes, you can do research or whatever, but we also what happened when fucking Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live to Dogecoin. So it doesn't fucking matter. It's all gambling.
Yeah. Anything can change like that.
But this is the first version of active gambling with crypto, or the first one that we've heard about, at least.
I suppose so, yeah.
Is this regulated by any sort of government thing?
I don't think so.
Because, like, this is gambling. This is not even trying to pretend that it's not gambling.
It's just a game. It's for fun. With thousands and thousands of dollars.
It's not for fun. It's for money.
Yeah. No, it's definitely just like a different world that I hadn't really thought about. Like, I've heard a lot of things about NFTs recently, and I just didn't really know a lot about it. And I just thought this was like kind of an interesting thing to have a quick look at, because it just seems like people are going to start talking about this.
Yeah, this is just gambling with NFTs.
Yeah. I'm also just happy that these horses don't break their legs and then get shot in the head.
I mean, that's
always nice.
That's better. My grandfather bet on horse racing on the radio for like...
On the radio?
Years. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Every Sunday morning, he would sit at the table and he'd have the newspaper and a radio, and he would listen to horse races on the radio, and then when he wanted to make a bet, he would call up on the telephone, on the landline telephone, and he would say what he wanted to bet on over the telephone, and they would take that out of this account that he had. It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
And at least then, like, if you followed the horses, you could say, like, this horse runs better on, like, a wet track than the other horses.
That's part
and,
of
like,
it.
It's better to run this distance or whatever. Whereas this is literally just going to be a dice roll. They will have better percentage, even based on all the stuff that they're adding. So, like, how long it is and where it is, whatever, right? But this is still going to be a dice roll. Can you only bet on your own horse? Is that the thing? Are you only paying to be in the race to say your horse is going to win?
I think so, yeah.
When does it become the point where you can bet on other
people's
horses?
horses?
And then it becomes a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Before seeing your horse in VR and patting it, I think betting on other people's NFTs is going to be the first thing that happens.
So this is a 1,400 meter race. They were talking about how their horse, as I said before, you can't really train your horse, but you can put them into like test runs to see how they go. Mm-hmm. And then you can figure out like...
what races to enter based on
what races they're
how
better
they
at. So it seems like Thunder Castle is better at slightly longer distance races. That's why it's in a 1,400 meter race. Mm-hmm. So that's like something that you actually can kind of control a little bit. But yeah, again, you could still just fucking last.
You can still lose your entire life into working out that you've got a best percentage in it, and then just to lose the money anyway because 100%. It's a fucking dice roll.
But that's just life, you know? Win some, you lose some.
That's just gambling. It's not life.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Hamish and Andy advertising gambling. If they were just talking about it.
Yeah, but they've actively gone into it.
But they've actively done this.
Yeah.
Which I think brings it to a different level. And yeah, they're just like, oh, it's just fun. Like, we'll just make a little bit of money. We only spent $10,000 to expose a bunch of people. And I mean, like, yeah, we're going to make a video. But I'm not buying a $10,000 horse to show people that I can make money.
No. They're not being malicious about it.
No, they don't have stock in Beta Zed Horse Racing.
No.
But I don't know how they've presented it. You've listened to it a lot. Does it seem like they have mitigated any of that?
I don't think they're like promoting doing it.
But they're doing this.
Because they often do things that seem like gambling, but they're like, but this isn't gambling. We do not endorse gambling.
Yeah, exactly. And then they want all the people to watch it.
Yeah.
And also send people the link. I don't know, it feels a bit irresponsible with the platform that they have.
They still have horses that they're dropping. They haven't dropped all of the horses yet. They have a limited number that they're dropping.
What's the limit?
I can't remember what it was, but...
And it's never changed?
Like tens of thousands or something.
And they would never change it?
I don't know.
A guaranteed win, or what is essentially a guaranteed win. Because say like a Zed Run...
Yeah, but it's hard to get those though.
Yeah.
You'd have to pay a lot of money.
I understand that it's hard to get them and you have to pay a lot of money, but you're going to pay that to Beta Z.
Yeah.
I don't think the Beta Z are losing out in any way on this whole, let's call it a scheme. A genius way to generate NFTs that are worth money. This is pay to win gambling. You've got money, here's how you make money. Like if you go to Crown, right, and you are on a 10-cent slot machine or you're on a $100 slot machine, your chances are basically zero, but they're the same.
Yeah.
Whereas for this, it's the more money you have,
the more
likely it is you are to win.
Yeah. That's life though. The more money you have, the better you do in life.
It's beginning.
Starting gates. All right. This is kind of what I actually thought.
Yeah. So my grandmother used to have a PC game of gambling.
Oh, they've got win rates and stuff on there. And this is what it looked like.
And it is basically this.
Win rate 0%. Lol. There you go, Thunder Castle. 8.33%. How are we supposed to see which horse is which?
So exciting.
Number 9.
Yeah, so like fourth from the bottom. I assume that they'll just run straight.
Let's go, Thunder Castle.
Hey guys, look, sorry to blue balls you at the last moment here, but I think that given the theme of this episode, it'd be pretty irresponsible for us to actually show you the race. So instead, here's a close-up of Kate's face. Just keep in mind that she has zero investment in this.
Ooh, they all just look like they're in a line. Nah, I feel like they're not going to do well because they're at the front now.
Like, what, the digital horse is going to get tired?
Yeah. Oh, it's almost at the end already. 900. Oh, that's how long's left. 900 meters. Oh, why am I like... I kind of want it to win still.
Yeah.
So they're happy. I don't have anything on this. Oh, see, look, I told you. I'm going to go to the back now. Oh my god. Come on, final wind. 3rd place. No chance. 3rd place. Oh, there you go. That's Digital Horse Racing. Yeah, look, I don't know if I could watch more of this. It's not that exciting.
You seemed pretty into it. That's it. So we waited like all day for that.
Yay! Okay, so they won $80 US.
How much do they pay to go in the race?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's the prize pool, right? So if you divide that by 12, that's how much they would have paid.
So they made like
double their money.
They made like $35.
Well, there you go. $10,000 on crypto, and they've made about $120.
Yep.
Final thoughts?
I don't like it. This is coming from somebody who doesn't like gambling at all, so
yeah. I mean, I don't advocate gambling either, but I didn't really think about it that much. And I was just like, oh yeah, a bit of fun, like online horse racing, like digital horses.
I'm sure that for some people, but like there are people who have like problems.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes, we can't baby state everything for those people. I have no reason to believe that there would be any involvement from any like regulatory authority on this. This, like I've said, is pay to win gambling. So take more money from poor people with bad habits and give it to rich people with heaps of time. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
That is the moral of this story.
So that's what Hamish and Andy appear to be advocating for. And as rich people themselves, not a great message, guys. Not proud of you. And it's fine for people to know about it, but like they knew somebody who already did it. So they didn't have to get involved to learn about it.
I'm glad I learnt about it. I'll still listen to what they talk about on the podcast about it because I find it interesting. But I wouldn't get involved in it. I mean, let us know what you guys think.
I understand that we might have gotten some stuff wrong. You might want to say, oh, you just don't get it. Heaps more goes into it, blah, 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 blah. And all the stuff that they're going to add to it sounds nice, but it's still running without that stuff. And people are still betting money without that stuff. So tell me in the comments if I'm totally wrong.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you want some more things about like this, a little bit more serious, then let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And we will talk to you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.